Okay, in the past I've had a lot of people ask me my day-to-day life in a scamp. This doesn't happen too often, but maybe once or twice a month. Little man can't get up because he's too lazy to get up and open up the door and go outside and use the bathroom. So guess what? He uses the bathroom next to his bed. So this is what I have to go through. I have to pull a cushion out, spray it down with vinegar. Believe it or not, vinegar will kill the smell. A lot of people put it in their clothes. I seen a lady the other day putting it in her clothes. She says it takes all the odors out of the clothes. Also, I use vinegar when I wash my dishes, but I pull everything out. I'll show you what I have to do. I bring it out here. I got my wash bucket. I'll show that to you. And I let it all air out, and I wash his blanket again, and I put it all back together. Let me show you how I go about doing it. As you can see, he's supervising. Little man, you my big boy? Yeah, Daddy had a couple accidents last night. I usually get water, a couple jugs of water right there. That right there is my wash bin. It's collapsible. It's really handy. I mean, super handy. As you can see, it's pretty good size, but watch what it does. It looks like that right now. That's how big it is, but watch how much it collapses. And that right there is when it's collapsing. That's all you got to store, which works out really good when you got a small space. But yep, let's go inside. I'll show you what I have to go through. Anyway, I got my wash bin. I put some Tide detergent in it. I soaked his blanket or towel, whatever you want to call it, real good. Wish it around the best I can. Lay it on the bench, let the sun dry it out. As far as the cushion goes, I spray the area he wet with vinegar, because like I told you earlier in this video, vinegar will take the aroma out. And I just let it lay out here and dry, and then go back inside and deja vu, put it all back together, and hope it doesn't happen again. This time, I should have done it last time. I'm going to put plastic down between his towel and the cushion. I forgot to do it, so I'm going to do it this time. But hang on, go back inside. Okay, back inside, you can see that's everything I had to take up. I had my clothes under there, and I keep my cameras and my computer on the desktop right there. And while I got it stripped down like that, I'll go ahead and bleach it on out. I use Clorox 2 cleaner, and I just clean it up real good. And if you're wondering what I do with all his stuff, my little thing right there, all of his stuff is right there. You can see his bed. I have his bed on 2 pillows, so he ain't got to jump so high. There's my clothes, there's my wash bin, and yeah, that's how we do it. I mean, yep, every day is like the same routine. I mean, you get up and you make your bed, you make your coffee. I make toast every morning, then I go about my business. Okay, now what I do, I've had my morning coffee. I'm gonna run up to the visitor center and check my emails and keep up with my YouTube and answer my subscribers. And I might go into town today. There's a museum in town I want to check out, but it's gonna be a video all by itself because it's gonna be a Route 66 video. So I'm gonna start doing them by themselves. But anyway, that's what we're gonna do today. Might ride around a little bit, see what we find, and yeah, just kick back and relax, enjoy myself. Little man too. Okay, you wondering what we're doing? We're just kind of like kick back. Got my little Bluetooth speaker out here, and we just kick back and watching the storm come rolling in, and just relaxed, and spent most of the morning cleaning the camper, you know, here and there. But y'all want to check out a storm coming in? I think it's going to bypass us, but the sky is pretty wild. That's what I like. I like just sitting out here relaxing and watching it, but let me show it to y'all. Got a good breeze. Always when it storms, but look at those clouds. Isn't that wild? And then gets pretty again. And once again it gets dark again. Isn't that wild? That's one thing about New Mexico. They got some wild weather. They really do. You gotta enjoy it. It looks like it's bypassing us, but do have a real good breeze, so I love that. I'm trying to get some a towel dry, but I don't know. Can you hear the lightning in the background? I don't know if y'all can hear that, but it sounds pretty wicked. I love it. Just sitting back in my chair. Well, I'm not sitting back because little man's behind me and he won't let me sit back. And the minute I get up, he jumps behind and gets right up in the seat so I can't move. But ain't that wild looking? I could sit here all day and watch it. You would think he owns my chair, but actually it's my sitting chair. But all I gotta do is move out of him and he jumps right up in there. But when you got a breeze, you don't have any gnats or anything, so a breeze is nice. Okay, I've been here before. If you want primitive camping, and I mean primitive camping, you just follow these little trails. I'm not really sure how many campsites they have up in here. This is the first campground you'll come to after you go across the cattle guard up there. It's right there off to your right. It's just marked primitive camping, but you see that pole behind me that has a little tent site on it, and you just follow down the walkway right there. See a little tent sign right there? And yeah, you just follow this right on down the walkway, and I guess you set up a tent. Got a better view of the lake, that's for sure. I guess you can set a tent up anywhere along in here. But look at that shot of the lake you have. It's windy out here today. No man, he ain't coming down here. Oh, lazy boy right there. Two ladies come walking down the path, but yeah, you just follow that path right there and it leads you right to your campsite. Come on, little man. Come on, baby. That's a good boy. That's my little man, yeah. It's a I ain't into all this walking, daddy. But look at the view you had from your campsite. I guess you just camp anywhere along in the grass, wherever you want to camp, but look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Had another cloudy day today, trying to rain again. It rained a little bit this morning. I went to the library, but they do have some wicked skies out here. They really do, but if you're into primitive camping and you're really a hard rocker, here you go. This would be the place to come. I mean, you won't have nothing but what you hike in with, but it'd be pretty cool if I was about 30 years younger. Look at him. Little man, what are you doing, baby? See, I don't know about this place, Daddy. Ain't nothing out here. Little man, ain't nothing out here. Here comes the raindrops. Let's get on out of here. Give y'all a good shot of the post. See that little tent right there? And the walkway, it's boarded up with rocks. And the road is all gravel, which is in real good condition. And you got your poop house right there. So, yeah, primitive camping. Santa Rosa State Park, New Mexico. Look at that sky. This weather out here just fascinates me. How dark those clouds get. Look at that right there. I mean, that is dark, dark, dark. Pretty wild, isn't it? Yep, pretty wild. Well, I just woke up, so it looks like it's going to be a rainy day, or it's going to rain off and on, but it's another cloudy day, which doesn't bother me any because I'm not real big on getting sunburned. But it's a good thing I got up. I made my coffee. I carry a Mr. Coffee maker right there, and I run it off my power station. That's a 1200 ohm power station. Little man's over there in his bed right over there in the corner. But anyway, when I woke up, I went out to get my creamer. I keep my refrigerator in my car, and my refrigerator cut off. So I got to troubleshooting, and apparently when I took my chair out last night, I hit the power cord either going into the power station or going into the refrigerator. So I had to fix that. So hopefully I didn't lose all my stuff, especially my stuff in my freezer, because I have a refrigerator, a freezer, and a refrigerator. But I'll take y'all out there in just a second to show you my setup, how I go about doing it. I don't use the refrigerator in my camping because when I'm traveling and I'm off grid or whatever, the refrigerator doesn't work, and I don't like running it on propane. I don't think that's a good idea to be going down the highway with propane lit in your camper. So I just use a cooler in my car. That's the way I do it. But let me take y'all out there and show you how I do it then. Okay, that's my cooler refrigerator. One side, this side over here, is a freezer This side over here is a refrigerator. And if you look right there, hopefully, I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but right now it's at 26 and that side's at 58. 58, 26. It's all gauged. The power cord is right there. Now, I'm not sure if I hit it there or inside, so let's walk around, look at the inside. Okay, there's my power station. So the power cord goes from there into the portable power station. That one there is a 2500, and then behind it I got a battery, so actually that is a 5000. Okay, I also have solar. That's my solar setup right there. Got a Bourgeois B, so when I'm driving down the road, the Bourgeois B will be charging the battery. You just flip it on and off. No, that's a Blue Eddy, excuse me, that's a Blue Eddy, and it runs off the alternator, and usually gives about 110, 120 feeding into the power station. I have two different ways I feed my power station. One off of solar, and the other one's off electricity. I got a Bourgeois B 30 amp controller right there. That's a 2000 watt converter. And down in the floorboard of the car, I got two 300 watt amp hour batteries, which makes it 600 watts. So, no, 600 amp hour batteries. So, and then I got the solar panel on the roof, and I just run the cord out, and I got shields up there so water can't come in. And I just change it back and forth. If I got sun, I use solar. If I don't have sun, I use strictly the power pack, and I just hook an electric cord to it. But it's working out real good. I mean, it's kind of, I know that wasn't a real easy way to explain it, but basically, I keep the power station charged up either off of solar or running it off my alternator on my car. And when it gets too low, if I'm at electric site, I plug it up with the extension cord. But most of the time it'll run off the solar, but the last couple of days it hasn't been any sun, and I don't want to run my batteries down because it's not real good to run them down more than 50%. So I just hooked up a power cord and off we go to the races. I'm glad I caught it, but you know, that's my setup. 2500 power oops, battery behind it. You see the two cords clipped together, so it's actually doubled. Then I got my inverter over there. It takes a DC and turns into AC power. My Bourgeois B 30 amp controller, and then my Blue Eddy, which runs off my alternator when the car's driving. The only way that Blue Eddy works is when you're running it off your car. I think I paid like $239 for that, and I think it's worth it. But I mean, yeah, that's my setup. That's how I get my electricity and my juice and keep my refrigerator running. And see, I can plug the camper into that 2500. So I'm good to go, but that's how I do it.